For those of you who don't know my channel, it's mostly investing, stocks, financial freedom, etc. But this video is about gold though, and before I show you the gold, I want to show you something interesting about its current price. Like, it may never go back below what I'm about to show you.
Alright, so this chart is on TradingView, and we're looking at the price of gold per ounce in US dollars. Current price of gold is $2,003.43, and it's reached this price over the past couple of years. As far back as this chart goes, it's never been this high before. You see all the way back here to the 1800s, this was where it started, and this is where it's currently at. So we go all the way back to today. Alright. These blue lines here are some key levels of support and resistance. And real quick, a few things I want to show you. The first is that the current price is near a resistance level where it's been rejected a couple times in the past. Next, if we check out the MACD, it's starting to turn over, which indicates weakness and strength to the downside. Then next we have the RSI. The current price has been hanging out around this upper area near the overbought condition. So then with this in mind, there's a possibility that the price of gold might go up to that resistance line and then be rejected and go lower. However, if it does drop, we need to look at the support lines to see just how far it'll go. We have some long-term support lines around the $1,800 area and the $1,600 area. So there's a chance that with inflation and the possibility of the dollar losing its status as the global reserve in the future, gold may never drop below those prices again. So with that out of the way, let me show you the gold.
First off, I just want to say that if you want to preserve your wealth with precious metals like gold or silver, you should either buy bars or coins. Gold paydirt is not a good way to get your money's worth. However, the smaller sizes of gold found in the paydirt could be easier to barter with or trade with. My favorite paydirt is produced by Klesh. He guarantees specific amounts of gold within every bag and sometimes gives out bonus amounts in random bags. Like, you could randomly get 1,000 or 2,000% return on your investment if you got one of those bags. You can see here that I bought his Gold Blast paydirt bag. It was priced at $95 and it's guaranteed to have at least 1 gram of gold. 1 gram of gold at the time of filming is worth $48.33, so I'm guaranteed to get at least half of my money back. I also paid $10 for shipping for a grand total of $105. So with that, let's head over to my kitchen table, panning station, and see if I got a bonus bag.
Alright, let's see what it looks like in a pan. Nice. Alright, let's open it up now. I could already see some gemstones and some other weird stuff in there, so let's dump it out. Alright, so I'm going to separate out some of this bigger stuff. Some gemstones. I'm not sure what these gemstones are. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. Next, I'm going to classify it down to kitchen strainer and whatever that next size is down below kitchen strainer. Now that we got it all classified, I'm going to see if I can get any magnetic sands out of it. Got some bigger stuff, so I'll put that to the side for now. And this next size. Really not that much, so I think I'll leave it in for now. Size. Same, so we'll leave it in. Up next we're going to get panning, so before we do that, I'm going to add a little bit of this Dawn Dish soap. That's going to act as a surfactant, which basically means that it's going to break the surface tension, because some of the smaller gold will actually float away if we don't use it as surfactant. Now, I'm using Dawn dish soap because I don't have any of the jet dry that the pros use, so that's what we got for now. Next, I'm going to pan down all of the kitchen strainer plus size. I'm going to stratify it up real good. If we have any big nuggets, it's going to be in this size right here. I'm going to get rid of some of these bigger stones. It makes it a little bit harder to pan. Obviously, none of it's gold, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, look at that. You see that ring of gold right there? Nice. Okay, I think it's time I can spin it back. Tap all that gold forward. Alright, so obviously you can already see that gigantic piece of gold. There's like two of them right there. I'll clean it up a little bit better so you can get a good look, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, right there. Very wiry piece. Got some ironstone in there, that's making it a little bit hard to separate, but we'll do alright. Only downside with this Dawn dish soap is it makes a lot of suds, but it still breaks up the surface tension. Alright, so you can see what I got right here in that plus kitchen strainer size. I'm going to take out some of the bigger pieces just because it won't go into the snuffer bottle, so I'm going to put that to the side. Alright, for the rest, I'm just going to snuff it up. Alright, and then for the next size down, I'm going to add a little bit of water in here. I'm already starting to see a little bit of pieces of gold floating around, like this piece. I'll bring that down real quick. Little blooper there. I accidentally separated most of the gold. But let's pan this stuff down. Alright. Getting a little nervous because I see some yellow stuff creeping up, so we're going to spin it back now. Pro tip 2, you want to have at least half water and half air. That makes it easier to spin it back. You can see some of that gold already starting to come out. Piece falling down right here. Alright, I'm just going to suck that up because it keeps floating away. Alright, so that's what I got from the minus kitchen strainer. I'm going to suck that up next. It's a little easier to
pan it out. If you already have some water in there where you add the pay dirt, I'll do about half right now, and I'll do the other half. Alright, for this last size, I'm expecting to see some good old-fashioned Colorado flour gold. That's where all this gold was originally sourced. Starting to get down to the black sand, probably do a little bit more cleanup and then spin it back. Alright. That's probably good right there. Get it all down into a corner. Oh yeah, I could already start to see some of the gold forming up. Need to be a little bit more careful. Being a little too aggressive, I think. Because I didn't take the magnetic sands out of the smaller stuff, it does make it a little bit harder, but this is only rated 5 or 6 out of 10, so it's not too difficult. There's a couple different methods that I like to use. Either sending the water up through the middle or through one of the sides very slowly, but as you can see, if I do that very slowly, it'll send some of the gold to the side on occasion. I'm going to consolidate it all before I go back to there we go. I'm going to get rid of a lot of this other blonde sands real quick because there's no gold in there. Get some of that non-sud water, cool beans. You see pan 1 of 2. I'm going to snuff that up right meow. And then we got the last little bit of whatever size this minus kitchen strainer stuff is. Stratify it up real good before I start panning because it was dry and wet. Not much mud in this stuff either, so that's pretty cool. Makes it a lot easier to pan. I don't have to worry too much about all the suds because gold is, I think, 19 times heavier than water, so alright, black sands, we're going to start to spin it back in a little bit. Okay. I already see some gold, so that's a good sign. You can see that ring starting to form. Just to make it easier, I'll probably get rid of all this stuff down here. It's okay if the gold separates a little bit, but you just got to make sure it doesn't fall down all the way to the bottom. And then when it starts getting about halfway is when I like to tap it back up to the corner. Gonna suck up some of that.
Alright, so I'm probably going to suck that up and then dump it out and pan it again. Alright, so inside of the snuffer bottle, it's the gold that we've collected, minus that bigger stuff from earlier. I'll clean that up in a little bit. Time. Bubbles. I'm gonna try to get it all together for you so you see. Alright, so this is what I got so far. I'm gonna let it dry and then I'm gonna weigh it up. Alright, now that it's dry, let's see what it weighs up to. So you can see the two different types of gold that we got. We have really small stuff and then the bigger stuff. Now let's weigh it up. Okay. So we'll put this tiny little thingy thing on and then tear it up. Cool beans. Alright, so let's add the smaller stuff. Right, so we got 1/2 of a gram. Alright, and then the bigger stuff. Alright, so we got 1.05 grams. Alright, so during the weigh up we had 1.053 grams, and at that 18 karat level, let's see what the value is. It's being valued at $50.89. Let's see what the ROI is. We take the 89 cents, and divide it by just the gold itself. We'll see that we got 53% of our money back. But then if we include the shipping as well, and we're at about 48%.
Now, I'm not sponsored, and he doesn't even know that I'm making this video, but Shane Klesh is probably one of the most honest Paydirt vendors that I've seen, and he has a mission statement to guarantee certain amounts of gold as opposed to the vast majority of rip-off vendors out there. Shane also has a pretty awesome YouTube channel if you're into stuff like this. I've got a link to his Paydirt store and channel in the description below, so go check it out. And if you're interested about investing or learning about the stock market, then subscribe to my channel and watch any of these videos next.